All right. Well, hello, Cora and Cora's team. My name is Jennifer Courtney. I am a future executive director for the Pampered Chef. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana area. And if I tell you the town, no one knows where it is. So I'm just in that suburb. But Cora and I have been friends for a long, long time. And I was discussing with her about how I do Post My Party. And I really want to set this up for you guys to see, because Post My Party really has changed how I run my Pampered Chef business through Facebook, and has freed me up so much. So a little background about myself. I've been selling for almost 17 years. I've done 2,800 parties, $1.3 million in sales. And so I do a lot of shows. So typically a good month for me is probably 12 to 15 cooking parties. And then I'm usually doing 5 or 6 virtual parties as well. So the virtual parties and the cooking show parties, I set up every single one of them on Facebook. And so you can imagine every day I was trying to remember, okay, I got to go in and I got to post on all these parties. Mm-hmm. And so it was really consuming me, and it was making me actually depressed about my business, because I knew if I didn't post and have these all set up, then the parties weren't really turning out very well, especially the virtual ones. They kind of have to post. So I thought there's just got to be a better way for me to be able to do this. So I heard about ScentShare, but ScentShare, I also found out, was $100 to set up, and so it was a one lump sum. And while I do make decent money, I did not want to put forth out $100 right from the get-go for something I wasn't sure if I was going to like or not. So at one of my parties, or one of my conferences I went to, there was a girl there, and her name's Becky Adams, and she does a lot of virtual parties, and she shared with me that she did Post My Party. And I'm like, well, tell me the differences. So if you're already using ScentShare, and it's working for you, then by all means, keep it or whatever. But if you're not using either, let me tell you the differences between the two. So ScentShare, from what I understand, usually is $100 up front, and it's for the whole year. ScentShare, you can post in groups. Right? So you will hear some consultants who say that they only create groups, and some consultants only do events. So you have to decide which one's better for you. I know Charlotte, the queen of the virtual parties, only does groups, and she says she will always do them that way. I personally hate being dumped in a group that I did not ask to be dumped in. Drives me crazy. So I always do just events, and then I let my host invite everybody that she wants to do it. So in Post My Party, you cannot post in a group unless that group does not make you money. So like I could post in my team wall about things coming up or events coming up or posts that I want them to know, but I cannot post in a group that I'm looking to generate income from. So I could never do that. ScentShare, whenever you dump in all of your little posts and your pictures and your verbiage, every time you set up an event, you have to go in and click every single one that you want to use for that party. On Post My Party, you go in and you create a template, and then that template is there. You can edit the template at any time, but it has all of your posts in it at once. If you ever need to go back and edit a word, a date, a time, you can come back in and do that at any time. I also copied one that I have for my virtual parties that I do 11 days long, and I edited it down to be able to be used towards a cooking show as well. So my cooking show is on day X. So 7 days prior, I start posting on that party, and I have it post 3 days after. So I have a 10-day post around a cooking show that just starts getting people excited about the products up into the party, and then for 3 days after. So I do this only for that week, because I don't want them to be completely bombarded for a whole month before our show, because that would get completely overwhelming. So I find 10 days is just good, and I start just giving them a sampling of stuff. So my virtual parties have 103 posts. My cooking show posts only have like 60. Okay, so I reduced it quite a bit because I just didn't want to overwhelm them. Plus, I took out every game there was. So I didn't want to have to be giving prizes on cooking shows for people ordering or whatever. If you want to put that in, feel free. But just, you know, those are your differences. So Post My Party was $1 for the first month. And then it was $10 well, it's $9.95, but $10 basically every month thereafter. And from the way I understand it, you can stop that at any time. So for me, it was a no-brainer just to try it out. So I thought, I'll give it a month. And if I don't like it, I'm out $1. Okay. So, all right. So I tried it right before we went to Atlantis together, me and Cora. And I just posted, hey, I'm looking for 5 people who would like to do a virtual party. And, you know, here's, you know, what I'm offering or whatever. And so I got 5 people who snagged on that. So I sat down to put it together. I will tell you that the first time I made my template, it took me more than 2 hours to copy and paste. I just took Charlotte's post, and if you're not in Charlotte's Facebook group, Cora can add you. She recently turned it over to the home office, so it's no longer under Charlotte's name. It's under the Facebook Pampered Chef Facebook party or whatever, but so the name did change on it, but she posts her scripts in there every month, and I'm hoping that home office is going to take that over and relieve her of providing that script for the entire company, because I'm asking a lot from her. But she continues to post them, I continue to snag them. I use June's. Personally, I see no reason why I need to change anything on it unless there's some kind of seasonal wow that I need to add. So I'm pretty much happy with the script that I have, and I will probably continue to use it. So I had 5 people jump on and say, yes, I will do it. I will try it out. So I set them up, and that's when I got the idea to set up my cooking shows as well. So the whole time that Cora and I were floating around on our little bums on the inner tubes, Post My Party was posting every day in my virtual parties. And I sold over $1,000 in product that week, sitting on my butt on an inner tube. And that's what made a believer out of me. Wow. So I am hook, line, and sinker. That immediately I came home and I had stuff posting on everything I could think of. So it just alleviated everything. I don't have to think about getting on a party. I don't have to think about what's posting. Every now and then I'll still get on there and comment, or, you know, especially on the virtual parties that have guessing games, you know, I'll get on there now and comment. I worded it as such that I said who was the closest one to the right answer. So while I was gone, then they identified themselves as the winner. So all I had to do was come back and go, oh, you were the winner. Congratulations. As a matter of fact, my girls who were doing the parties while I was gone didn't even know I was gone until they started seeing me posting pictures from Atlantis, right? So I thought, this is a no-brainer, all right? So first of all, Post My Party, it's all one word, postmyparty.com. When you go to postmyparty.com, it will allow you to sign up. And again, it's $1. You put in your credit card. And so then if you stay with it, it will auto debit your credit card, $9.95, which is a tax write-off every single month. All right, so I just throw it in. When I do my taxes, I have anything that's auto charging me at the top of my section of write-offs, and I just have it on there every month, $9.95 now, okay? So it is a tax write-off, and it's very reasonable, and one order, you've made back $9.95. I mean, if it's anything at all. All right, so I'm going to start sharing my screen, and so that you can see exactly what Post My Party looks like, all right? So here I am, and then here is Post My Party. This is our dashboard. So the great thing I loved about it is first thing I did was I watched all these tutorials. So that way I could start trying to figure out exactly what I needed to do. And they do have a support button here, so you can click on the support button and you can ask questions if you need to. I didn't need to. Everything I pretty much learned from watching the Post My Party tutorial. Okay, so there is lots of stuff here that you can check out, and you can see down here, hi Jennifer, welcome to Post My Party. If you haven't, you know, and so you can actually click on this and it'll bring up a message from the girl who originated Post My Party. I wish I could tell you her name, but I don't remember. All right, so this is your general dashboard. So once you get on here, you're going to see create a party template, schedule a party. So on your dashboard, I can click over here and I can create a party template. When you first get started, that's what you'll do. But I'm just going to show you here our list that I have listed out already. So these are all parties that I've had going on, and I actually have 2 pages worth. Yay!
Hey, wow.
I know, it's been so exciting. So, so any of my virtual parties that I had going on, I just named it June 2016 virtual parties. As you can see here, again, they had 107 posts. So once you create your template and you have it on here, you can still come back and edit it anytime, or once you're done with it, you can delete it. So whenever you get in here and you want to create a party template, you're just going to click on Party Template, Add New. So once you decide, so I'm just going to make Cora's mock Facebook pampered chef party. All right, so I can create that template. So what all I have to do whenever I start getting in here is just start adding a new post, okay? So if you click Add New Post, it's going to let you bring up, and you can see here that you can do a message only, you can add a website link, you can do a picture, you can do an album link, or you can do a video link, all right? So most of Charlotte's are pictures and verbiage. So if you just go ahead and click picture, then you can type anything in here. So welcome to, you know, Cora's mock. Okay, because I'm typing and talking, I can't type and talk at the same time. Cora's mock Facebook pampered chef party. All right. So what I did for myself was when I pulled in all my pictures, I put them in my photos, and I created a specific album for them. So this is my September online, and I just keep dumping everything into September online now at this point. So when I click on September online, every picture that Charlotte had in her outline, I just started pulling each one into the into my file under September online parties. Her verbiage, all you have to do is copy and paste. So so that was really easy. All of her pictures here, you can imagine, these are all pictures that I have used in September or in online parties, which is crazy. But hers, I think, starts, let me see here. I think hers starts right around in here where it starts being her posts. And so so then it was real easy to just grab a picture and post. Okay, so I'm just going to go back up here. I think I have a welcome one, so just to show you what it looks like. There's a welcome one up here. Here it is. All right, so just to have a welcome one in there, and then you can tell it what day you want it to post. So what I chose to do on each day was to start my post at 9 a.m. So I did a post at 9 a.m., 9:02, and 9:05, or I did 9:05 and 9:10, something like that, okay? So they're just kind of getting them bam, bam, bam. And the only reason I chose to do that was because Becky Adams, again, who told me about Post My Party, said that's what she did. So I thought, that's what I'll do. So I just grabbed her. So you just click on here. I want this to post on day 1. And I want this to post, and then you can just highlight it and change it to 9 a.m. and then click save. And so if you're just doing, if that's the last post, click save. If it's not, then you click save and add new. And then you can come back in and do your second post. So you can just do, you know, second post, whatever it is you're posting. Okay, so I don't have a script pulled up, or I would pull in something for you, and then you can pull in your picture and so on and so forth. All right, so the cool thing about this, you can go back to template. Ta-da! All right, so this will show you on your template every one that you have pulled in so far for this party. All right, so if we had sat here and put in, you know, 60 different posts, then all 60 would come up. At any time, you can edit the time, you can edit the date, you can click here and edit the verbiage and edit the picture. As you can imagine, sitting there for a couple hours doing it, when I came back and saw it go through the first time, I went back and cleared, or was checking it out, and sometimes I had the picture the same back to back. So I was really glad I caught that before I did it. So I would put in there and switch the picture real quick. All right. Another one, I realized that on the guessing game on the carrots, I had the answer before I had the empty.
Uh-huh.
So I had to come back in there and switch that real quick, you know, so it lets you edit it at any time. All right. So now under my list of templates, you're going to see here Cora's mock pampered chef party. Yay. So you're going to see here it has one post in it, you know, whatever. So just so you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Let me see here. I have my mock template. Hold on. Where did it go? Cooking party template.
Right at the top, cooking party template.
Yeah, that's the cooking, but I had put together a mock one for my pampered chef for my group, so I don't know why I'm not seeing it at the moment.
It's right below the look and learn, the mock template.
Yeah, but it only has one.
Oh.
It just has one. So I don't know. I think I used that last night. All right, so let me come back to templates. All right, well, you know what, I think I used just my virtual party. So let me just show you the virtual party one. All right, so we'll edit. All right, so this is what I did for, just like I had the welcome in your mock one while ago. This is all the posts that I have coming through every day. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a event real quick through you guys' party, and I'm going to invite you. I'm going to invite Cora. Cora's going to invite all of you, and then you can see how it posts every day so that you can see how it works, okay?
Oh, that's good.
So once you get your template put together, and again, all I did was copy and paste, her Charlotte's verbiage in here. So like if you look at any one of these, let's see here, like this is one of hers. So here was her message, and here was her picture. All right, so we can go back to template. So down here, here's that one about the game. So here was her message, here was her picture. All right, you get where I'm going. So then here was the next one. So here's the winning picture, and so on and so forth. So you can just click down here and go to the next one. So this one was just a picture, there was no verbiage. And you can see here when it's posting and what time. And again, you can edit that at any time. So once you get your template all put together and you've saved it, then all you have to do to create a party is you click up here on parties, and you're just going to put schedule new. So the first thing I have to do is get on Facebook real quick, Facebook, and I need to create an event. All right, so here's our event, and I'm going to create it for Cora's mock party. Here we go. So I always use the same picture. So I'm back in that September outline. Down here in the middle, I have a picture of the new products. There it is. So this is always my picture that I use. And I'm going to put on here Cora's mock Facebook virtual party, spelled virtual with a capital I. There we go. And then on the location, I always put right here on Facebook. And I will put the www.pamperedchef.com/go/Cora Yarnell. That is what whenever we have the opportunity to name our shows, I always do their first and last name. And so that's how it would come up. So that way everybody will see that ordering link right there in the location of the party. All right, so I'm actually going to start this party tomorrow, and I'm going to start it at 9 a.m. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do 8 just so I know that it's on there. So a.m. And then I'm going to put the end time. So it's 11 days. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then it never closes on those days correctly. So I go 2 days out and click the 20th. All right, and then I make the closing time 10 p.m. Because even though we say it's going to close, it never does.
Never does.
So then on the blurb, I use the same blurb that she uses for her description about the party, and I would fill that in later. During the event, I would go ahead and fill it out, but since it's you guys can put in your own or know what I'm talking about with what she always puts in right there. All right, so once that event is created, of course, I come up here and I go to edit. Oops, come here, edit. All right, and then I would make Cora co-host and hit save. All right, and then Cora can come back and invite you guys. So then back here on Post My Party, you guys can all see this too, right? I shared my screen, right? Cora, you're seeing what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, I am. And Jill, are you there?
I think she's
Yeah.
Oh, good. Can you see what she's showing?
Yep.
Okay.
Great. I'm so excited you're here.
All right, so then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to schedule new. When it comes up, I'm going to choose my template. So I'm just doing a virtual party. Here we go. And then I'm going to schedule that it's a personal event. And then I'm just going to find Cora's mock. See, and did you see all my events come up? But I can easily find Cora's. I have it that it's going to start tomorrow. And that it's on Eastern Standard Time. So you just, where I'm Eastern, you may not be, but whatever time you are, that's the time it'll start. And then hit create. And that's all you have to do. So then it'll show you over here that all these posts are pending. So tomorrow at 9 a.m., it'll start posting on your party, Cora.
And you're not doing anything. That whole script is coming up from the last one.
Yes. So once you create it once, all you have to do is copy it or select it again. So you don't have to come back and recreate the whole script every single time. So every virtual party that I've been setting up since I set this up the first time initially, I just keep coming back and grabbing the same one.
Wow.
Yeah. And so as you can see why I was like, well, shoot, now that I've got this, I want as many as possible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody that you talk to at your shows, because for me, I do get a lot of my virtual parties at my parties. So because once I've shown them everything, if they've said no to a cooking show and no to a catalog show, I'll say, you know, what about doing this virtual party I have? You know, I'll just post on the party for 11 days. The only thing I need you to do once I create the event is invite your people and post a few times. Do you think you could do that in exchange for, I don't know, $100 in free product, a couple half price, and a 60% off item?
Nice words.
Okay. So they're like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
so I like having a lot of these going, you know, anyway, now I really love it because I don't even have to think about it. Same thing, like I said, with my cooking shows. So I have that cooking show template. So again, party templates list. And so there's my cooking party template. So again, it's just somewhat different. I have the welcome and everything, but I don't say anything about if this was a, you know, because this isn't a live cooking show, or if this was a live cooking show, I would take 2 seconds to introduce myself. So I pulled that out because it is a live show, you know, and I took out every guessing game because, like I said, I don't want to be giving prizes, you know, at my cooking shows, but it's basically the exact same script, just taking out anything that's a guessing game and anything that refers to it just as a virtual party versus a cooking party. And then I also had one while I was gone, this vacation template. I took basically the same thing. Whoops, there we go, edit. I took basically exactly the same script as it was. And so the whole time I was on vacation, it was posting on my fan page. And my fan page, I'm really bad about posting because I just forget that I have it. And so I was going back and looking, I'm like, 2 people reached, 3 people reached. You know, when I was on vacation, I was reaching 40 to 100 people every day with every post.
Because you're posting all the time? Do you think that's what it is?
And they were wanting to see what I was posting next. And so I'm not kidding you. I reached, I don't even know how many people. I don't know if it was the same 40 to 100 looking every day, you know, but at least I was reaching them and they were thinking about Pampered Chef, and they were every post, every one of them had 40 to 100, you know, because it tracks how many reached. And I was like, oh my gosh, clearly underutilizing that. Clearly, you know, because before that, I would remember to post every now and then, and I'm not kidding, reach 2, reach 3. I only had one that reached like 400, and I don't even remember what it was now. It was a video I did. But other than that, every other my posts were reaching 3 to 5 people. So I was like, oh my gosh, complete underutilization of that. Now, I will show you here one more thing at the bottom. There's a share template. So you can copy the whole template if you want to and edit it out or whatever, but you can also share the template with anyone who has Post My Party already. I did share my entire template with one of the girls on my team because she decided to try it out. And she said that when she pulled it up, she was required to edit some of it because Facebook monitors exact posts, duplicate posts. And so she had to edit some of them out. So even if you have, once you get it and you have to edit it, it's a lot less time than sitting down and doing all of it. So I would suggest, like I said, if you do share it with somebody on your team, just let them know you are going to have to edit it a little bit. But again, it's a lot easier than having to copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie. It did take me several hours to put together this 107 posts. I thought my eyes were going to start cross-eyeing, but the time that it saved me, that 2 or 3 hours, whatever it was that I took to do it, compared to what I was spending every single day pulling up and posting and posting and posting. And I was in Facebook jail, so when I would pull it up to copy and paste and post in my next party, I would have to click out of 9 pictures, every picture that had a tiger, every picture that had a waterfall, every picture that had a watch, all right? And so not only did I have to come and copy, paste, and post, but then I also had to click all these stupid pictures. And it was sucking the life out of me because every day this is what I went through. I don't have to worry about it at all anymore. Or, even like 2 nights ago, I did an opportunity event and we just had everything all set up and all I had to do was comment. So I had a girl sign this morning.
I need to do another one of those for my team.
Yes. Yes, and it's so easy because if you have it all set up in one of these events, then you don't even have to think about what to post next. You can focus on the comments and really, really, dive into the party. So I've just found that this is a no-brainer. I kept telling myself, why do you need something to pay for something that you can do yourself? But since doing that, and then, like I said, being on vacation and selling over $1,000 worth of product to virtual parties, and not having to think, and I can just hang out with my kids and go to the movie or do whatever I want, no-brainer. No-brainer. All right, so questions. I'm open for questions, anything you want to ask. I have a couple of more minutes or I have to scoot off to a movie. As a matter of fact, we're going to go see My Secret Life of Pets tonight with my kids. But if you have some questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Jill or Tia, do you guys have questions?
No, I don't think.
What do you think about it?
I think it's pretty cool.
It will save you so much time. Oh my gosh. And if you have a Facebook, like I said, fan page to just post in there, I mean, once you get it created, the creating it part is tiresome. But once you've got it created, like once we come out with fall product, then I'll intersperse, of course, some new fall product in it. Right now it has all the June stuff, in it or whatever. But I mean, that won't take me no time to edit. I mean, and it's ridiculously awesome.
Yeah. So your fan page, is it a group or is it it's a group then? Or is it a business page?
My fan page is a business page.
Oh, it is the business page. That's why you're seeing how many it reached, because that Lydia Martin said to do it as a group and a business page.
Yeah. So if you are doing Post My Party, you can't do a group that you're going to make money in. So I would not be able to do that in a group.
Oh, but you could.
I can on a fan page.
Oh, on a fan page. Is that what they consider the business page? Okay.
So through Facebook. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm looking this direction because your picture's over here in my screen. And you there, so I look like I'm looking to you. So I went the other night on my team meeting. The whole time I'm looking like this because I'm looking at you because you're on my screen on the right. Do you have any questions? I know she's muted. I don't know if she got on by phone. You can chat on the side if you need to chat.
And then Jennifer, you have this recorded, right? So
yes, it's recording.
So you'll put the recording on the event so everybody else could look at it.
I will send you, once we're done, I will send it as a YouTube to you, and then
Okay.
you can share it with whoever you want on your main wall is where I would share it.
Okay.
Over here, so I'm looking over.
Okay. And then all your pictures that you had in there, you've created a group in Documents, I guess.
No, that is just on my computer. I just under my photos, I just created a photo album with all of the pictures in it from, I'm sorry, I'm playing with the Twixit clip. Did you hear me? I'm like, snap, 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 snap. Let me put the Twixit clip up. Oh my Lord. Tie my hands behind. I can't talk without my hands. I think so. I'm Italian. No, on your computer, create an album and then put all the pictures in one spot.
Oh, and I like how they were all lined up. You should see how I do it, Jennifer. Okay, Jill, do you have any other questions or comments?
No, I don't think. I'm going to have to experiment with that.
Yeah, I know. Are you ready to give it a $1 try?
I think I might.
I think I might too. And then maybe we can get Jennifer to share her template. And then I know I have stuff from I do 1 hour virtuals. I haven't liked the 10-day one, but I'll have to pick your brain on that another time.
You can totally do this as a 1 hour event. I mean, you can put everything into 1 hour. Obviously not all of them because that's a lot, but
Yeah.
you can pick and choose, 10 or 15 so that you don't overwhelm the site and, whatever. But yeah, you can pick 10 or 15 and do a 1 hour event. It's not a problem. Like I said, we did that 45-minute event with doing the opportunity event. So not a problem.
Cool. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you. I do thank you so much. You're wonderful. What a blessing.
I love you more than my luggage.
Thank you.
All
And
right.
you know what,
Thank
Jill and
you.
Tia, I'm so thankful you guys took the time to come listen to this amazing woman. So I apologize.
Yes, I'm happy too. I got to make sure I'm done with everything at 7 so I can listen to this.
Good girl. I'm so proud of you, Jill.
I even had to delete stuff off my phone so I could get the app on my phone, like 5 I'm like, oh my word, I'm not going to be able to delete enough stuff to get this on my phone.
I know. Well,
I need a bigger phone with a bigger memory, but I just need to get rid of some of my pictures, and I haven't done that yet, so I need to do that.
I know what you mean, but I'm glad you are. And we're doing our Zoom calls Monday nights, so we can get you guys get back on now that you've downloaded it. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Have a blast with the kids at the movies.
All righty. I'll see
All
you.
right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.